Watch Captain Artemis of the Deathwatch is a relentless Xenos hunter seconded from the Mortifactors chapter. Leading Watch Company Tertius from Thalassa Prime, he has claimed many victories from destroying Waaagh, Thrashfang to battling Eldrad Ulthran. Wielding a power sword, the deadly combi-flamer Hellfire Extremis, and a stasis bomb, Artemis is a puritan warrior who spares no alien life. Hello my friends, my name is Max, and today we are building Captain Artemis from Deathwatch. This is one of the command units of Deathwatch, the second being a Watchmaster, and Captain Artemis is an important person in lore of Warhammer 40k. And today we're gonna do something fun. I don't have any instructions to assemble this lad, so we're gonna use common sense and I will show you how to build a mini if you don't have any instructions. As always, by the end of this video, we will answer 3 simple questions. Does this mini look cool when assembled? Is it fun and easy to build it? And how does it look next to other minis? In the situation when you have no instructions whatsoever, you have 2 choices. Choice number 1, you try to find an instruction set online. Choice number 2, and this is what we're going to use today, you try to use common sense and build the mini on your own. This only works with smaller minis. You will very unlikely be able to build a Predator tank, for example, or a Land Raider without any instruction set, unless you have done it multiple times. But for the characters like this, you can totally do that. We start with the torso, as the common sense tells us. And we can notice that the torso is built from bits 1 and 2. And that gives us a really good hint that we probably should follow the numbers on the sprue in order to make it work. And as we will see later on, this is exactly how we're gonna build this mini. So let's take bits 1 and 2 and assemble the torso of our lad. Let's see how these first 2 bits of our Artemis are supposed to be assembled together. This is how it looks. Here we go. And this is our torso so far. Usually, the torso should be assembled before we attach anything on the sides and on the back, like arms and backpack. And that means that the next logical step is gonna be a right leg. And that is exactly what we see on a sprue. The leg is bit number 3. This is our right leg. It should be attached over here. There is a look. It should be like this. He is running actively somewhere. And I'm going to glue it. And this is our Artemis so far. Next, they want us to put the cape number 4. So let's do just that. This is our cape. Looks very, very cool. Let's see how it should be sitting on his back. Should be like this. This bit might require some partial assembly because some of the parts of the mini might be hard to access after you place the cape on his back. I myself don't care that much. That is why I'm just gonna go ahead and glue it. And this is our Captain Artemis with the cape. Now we should probably attach the arms. They want us to use this combi-flamer Hellfire Extremis as the next bit attached. Took me a while to clean the combi-flamer. It is a fairly complex bit, a lot of areas to scratch and some holes to drill. And as we can see, he has a mechanical arm. That looks pretty cool. Let's see how it should fit over here. Should be along these lines. There is a lock over here, rectangular kind of lock, and it kind of implies that it should be like this. Moreover, this cable should be attached over here. You can see there is an area that is dedicated for this cable. That is how it should be sitting, looking very good. And now we need to go to bit number 6, which in this case is this pauldron. And I guess it should be sitting on his right shoulder, because the left shoulder is suitable for this pauldron. This is our pauldron. It says Artemis over here on this piece of it. Let's see how this should be sitting on his shoulder. Should be like this. And that is our Artemis with the right pauldron. Next, bit number 7 indicates that we need to attach a left arm. This is our left arm with a cool sword saying Exterminatus over here. Let's see how it should be attached. You can see there is a lock. The lock is a bit flimsy, but the general position is like that. Note that this also might require partial assembly because this arm kinda covers some parts of the miniature. But I still believe that it should be accessible, so I'm just gonna glue it directly. There we go. This is our position. It is not even as bad as I thought, because this arm is actually allowing you to paint stuff here. So I think it's perfectly doable without partial assembly. Next, another pauldron, number 8, on the left shoulder. This is our left pauldron with Deathwatch symbology, and it should be sitting over here like this. Very, very nice. Gonna glue it. Thanks to the lock, there is no way to mess this up. And now we're only missing the backpack that should be sitting over here. Bit number 9. This is our backpack. As you can see, there is a canister with the flammable thing that is used in his combi-flamer. This is said to be so lethal that all life just dies in contact with it. This is some sort of xeno-alchemy kind of thing. And let's see how it should be assembled together. It should be like this. Note that you also gonna be connecting this pipe that goes to the flamer. So I am going to glue 2 parts here. Firstly, this hole and this pipe. And this is how it looks from the back. There we go. This is our Captain Artemis. Almost done because we need now to drop him on the base. Has a very dynamic pose. That means that he should be dropped on the base closer to the backside of it. Should be somewhat like this. I think this is our position. And if you look from the side, it looks very, very, very good. And that is our miniature, my friends. It took me roughly half an hour to assemble it. I will give it 5 service skulls out of 5 for the fun of building it. And I will give it 4 out of 5 for its ease of assembly. Some places were hard to scratch, and this combi melter was actually a lot of mold line. And I really hate iron halos with spikes when there is a mold line in between them. But other than that, it looks fairly straightforward to assemble. And as you have seen, we even did this without any sort of assembly instructions. This mini might require partial assembly, especially because of the cape and the backpack. And let's take a look how this mini sits next to some other miniatures. First, we compare it to another miniature from the same year, 2016. These are the Primaris Space Marines. So I think when these were designed, Primaris Space Marines were already in sight. And the Watchmaster on the right looks very similar to Captain Artemis. They actually have better proportions than old-style Firstborn Space Marines, even though both of these are Firstborn Space Marines. You can see that they have very similar design of the equipment, and they look really cool together. I really hope that Deathwatch is gonna get some sort of updates, and we will see more cool characters like these ones. Comparing it to the Firstborn Space Marine, this is the Sergeant of the Assault Squad, Deathwatch Assault Squad that I have assembled recently. You can see that they look very similar, but Artemis has more decorations, and I think he has even better proportions. I think he is slightly taller than the Firstborn Space Marine on the right, and this is probably because they wanted to make him look good next to Primaris Space Marines. Speaking of which, we have a Primaris Deathwatch Space Marine from Black Templars, as we can see on this shoulder pad, and we can see that Primaris Space Marine is not actually much taller than Artemis. Of course, Artemis looks a bit old stylish, but compared to the Primaris, they look fairly organic together, so I think Artemis was definitely done with Primaris Space Marines in mind. Very, very nice. And that would be all for today, my friends. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It will help you catch more content like this and support me in growing this channel. Share your thoughts on this mini in the comment section below. I'm working to make my videos more helpful, and I need your input. Check the description for this video for a Google form link and share what's your biggest struggle when building Warhammer 40k minis. Make sure to check the video that you see now on your screen. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.